you seen Star Wars?
This is a very rare time. Lucasfilm has released 2 Star Wars video game trailers in 1 week. That's never happened in the history of time, especially since Disney bought out Lucasfilm. But Star Wars Hunters is the upcoming Nintendo Switch and mobile game that just released its very first trailer and a lot of information about the upcoming game, which is scheduled to release in 2022. Before we continue, please leave a like to support this video and subscribe for more content like this. So let's talk about this new game, and it begins the first new mobile game in many years. I feel like this game has the opportunity to turn things around in the mobile sphere for Star Wars, but who knows? It's really too early to tell. And while we don't know everything about the game just yet, we do have an official overview and just enough information to kind of give a sense of what this game is going to be about. So here's the official game overview. Join the greatest hunters from the Star Wars galaxy on the planet of Vespara, where hunters from across the galaxy compete in the arena, engage in thrilling third-person combat to dominate grand arenas set in a range of maps that evoke iconic Star Wars worlds. Mix and match teams, use skills, tactics, and customize your character to find a winning strategy and reap the spoils of victory in this all-new free-to-play game. Set after the fall of the Galactic Empire, Star Wars Hunters will connect players in real time to battle in an arena settings inspired by the iconic Star Wars locales. Compete as daring bounty hunters, heroes of the rebellion, and holdouts of the fallen empire in an action game that immerses you in a fast-paced and visually stunning Star Wars conflict. Star Wars Hunters will be available for free to download on the Nintendo Switch, on the App Store, and on Google Play in 2022. Star Wars Hunters does not require a Nintendo Switch online membership to download and play. So far, I have a few thoughts on the game. I think it looks very appealing visually. It's one thing that I kind of feel like a kid about. I really enjoy the bright colors that feel like this game is a PvP arena style game. It's very colorful. It's just got a nice aesthetic to it. That's what I like so far, because other than that, I don't really have much to go off of. I feel like this is a mix of Overwatch mixed with Star Wars, and some people are complaining about that. Some people think that's a negative. I actually like that. I love Overwatch. I played that for many years when it first came out, and I would not mind Star Wars doing something in that similar fashion, especially if it's just a mobile game that's free. On the Star Wars Hunters website, there are 9 playable characters in the arena, so I imagine that you're going to have 2 teams of 4 facing off in the arena. I don't know if they're going to add any more characters. I think 9 is a good starting point, but I feel like if they want to add to it, a lot of people will be welcome to that. I think the main character of the game is clearly the girl. She's a dark side warrior using a red lightsaber. Bad guys are cool, but I'll be honest, it's a little weird to constantly see the shaved sides of the head with a long comb over top on a lot of the new female characters of the past 5 years. It kind of seems like people forgot that there are more than one punk style haircut for females, but I will say that they greatly improved her design from the original footage of her that we saw 6 months ago. She looked really weird in that. She looks a lot better than this. In terms of the 9 players that we have to play in this game, it's pretty much the usual suspects for the Star Wars universe. We have a Wookiee, a Mandalorian, a Jawa, a Darkside Warrior, a Bounty Hunter, a former Rebel, a Stormtrooper, and the crazy Ungat, I think is what he is, who has gadgets and is just on an adrenaline hunt. But my favorite and the most interesting of all is the droid, who is programmed to think that he has the Force, to think that he is a Jedi. I think his name is actually J. Eddie or something like that, J and then a apostrophe and then EDI. I will be playing this guy nonstop because I love the idea and I love him in this trailer, but the concept of a droid who thinks he has the Force and that is pretty much his sole mission in life. What a funny and yet sad concept for a character. I'm a sucker for lightsabers and Force abilities, so I think I'm going to play as the Darkside Warrior and the droid a lot more than any of the other characters. One thing I'm really hopeful for is that they do a beta test stage for this game, allowing players and fans to actually play the game and see what it's like at first and work out the kinks, because if a game like this is truly teamwork based, there's going to be metas. There's going to be certain strategies that people have that are either going to be broken, overpowered, or simply the way to go in this game, and that's normally okay. I mean, there's only 9 characters, it's not like there's much you can really do in terms of meta, but I still think that you don't want this game to launch broken, even though it's already been delayed, so even if the beta is a mess, it will be part of the process, and I think a lot of players will like the beta, considering it'll give them a feel for the game, people can review it many months before it comes out, and also people who aren't interested in the game can play it, and if they really want to play it, then they'll download it when it actually releases. Considering the game is free, I think a lot of people are going to be interested in this. It's a mobile game, so that's already going to set it back in a lot of the eyes of the fans, and that's understandable. I'm not a big mobile game fan myself. I don't own a Nintendo Switch either, but since there are no good Star Wars mobile games I can play on my phone, And I stand by that statement. I'm sorry, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is not a good game. I really hope this game is good. I really hope that this game is good and fun so I can play it whenever I get the chance. Plus, adding it to the Nintendo Switch, I feel like will give it a good presentation to an audience who may not be that invested in Star Wars. So even if you don't like mobile games like me, it will be nice to have one that comes out, at least in this next decade. I mean, when did Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes come out? That came out when I was in high school, and I've been out of high school for almost 5 years now, and it was like my sophomore year, so it's been a very long time since we've had a new Star Wars mobile game, and it's really, really sad. So having something like this, that in my opinion actually looks good, will be a nice thing to come out in this new decade of Star Wars, this new era of Star Wars with the Lucasfilm Games era. We only have one Star Wars game on mobile, and that's Galaxy of Heroes. It's really outdated. This will be nice to have. It's not going to restart the community's interest in mobile games, but I think it's a good step in the right direction. If they come out with this in 2022, and maybe another Star Wars mobile game in 2023, and then another one in 2024, I think by 2025, a lot of fans will be okay with mobile games, at least in the Star Wars community. At the moment, I don't see this game being very popular at launch, but that's okay. I think what really is going to help this game is if it's good. If this comes out, it launches, and everyone likes it, word of mouth is going to do this game a lot of justice. That happens a lot in the Star Wars community. We're really reliable on terms of people giving it good reviews. If people think it's good, a lot of people are going to get more interested in it. If people think it's bad, then the whole fandom will turn on it. So I think that this game needs to rely on word of mouth in order to gain in popularity, at least over the next year when it releases. It releases in 2022 alongside the many Star Wars shows that will be releasing next year. So that's kind of a good yet bad thing. It gives it a good cushion in terms of relevance for Star Wars. Star Wars will be very popular next year, and with the right marketing, this game could have a good launch and dawn a new era of Star Wars mobile games that people will actually enjoy playing. But let's see what happens in 2022. There's a lot of shows coming out next year and a lot of announcements. So this game may be put on the back burner. It may go underneath the radar for a lot of people because of all the stuff that we're going to have coming out next year. So I hope 2022 is the right year to release this game. I hope it's the right time, and I hope they can give this the spotlight it deserves. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and comment to support the channel, and subscribe to see more content like this. And comment below your thoughts on the Star Wars Hunters trailer in the comment section below. Until next time, my friends, may the Force be with you always.